Yo, so being back in the States, it's rough out here, man. It's rough out here. It's real. It's expensive. It's a real expensive. But they're just giving out money like everywhere. Oh, you just go around, you put your hand out, you just give it out. You know, especially if you have a skill, they'll give you more money. Especially if you have a skill. They just hand it to you. Like, oh yeah, you know how to do this? I'm having a problem with that. How much I gotta give you to fix it? Pay you, man. Learn something. Don't be sitting there watching me. I'm learning it all. I'm learning everything I can learn. I'm learning it all. Learn everything about me. Learn everything about them. All them. I'm learning everything I can. Turn around and sell for money. Sell my knowledge for money. Well, not all my knowledge is for sale. But not my secret moves. You know, some things have to stay in the safe. All right. Even I don't remember. Some things I gotta forget things just to, you know, make sure no one ends up in jail. There's things I gotta forget. But you never know. Maybe not. I don't know. Got this guy decided to walk and cross the road when it's our time to go to Miami. Yo, let's go to Miami. You guys all being lames, just sitting there on a Friday. Well, Lynx is going to Miami. All right. So, if you guys want to do something, hit me up. Remember, they're handing out like hundreds, like every day, just like they're printing them. Besides on the weekends, but they're handing that shit out. But put your name on it. There's a lot of money out here. You gotta put your name on it. That's it. Just walk up and say, "That's mine. That's mine. You're mine." Dang, you think it's funny? It's cheat code unlocked. Legit. I'm right back in the States rolling up. I'm just rolling around, man. Just cruising around. I'm just gonna go to Miami, I guess. I don't know. Gotta meet up with some peeps. I see a man about a horse. Or how to ride a horse. Wow. It's 2024, you never know. Anyways. Don't play these years like you've been playing all the years. If there's anything you can do with your life, it's going to be these next, let's say 3 to 5 years. It's going to dictate the rest of your life. Or maybe God might come and save you from your misery, but don't sit around and miss your opportunity. They're handing them out all day. Dreams and money. The only problem is, you get confused because everybody else is standing in a different line. You're like, no one's standing over there. I don't want what they're giving out. Giving out some headaches, some blood, sweat, and tears, but sorry, I got food in my teeth. Sorry. It's a little unprofessional, but you know what's unprofessional? It's working on a Friday. That's unprofessional. Everybody knows ain't nothing getting done on a Friday. Everybody knows that. On a Monday or Friday. Things get done Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Even Saturdays and Sundays, things get done. There ain't nothing getting done on a Monday or a Friday. Well, look like things are getting done. Only that's getting done is my nerves. We can't just sit around and think opportunity's just gonna come. Oh yeah, I got a cut. Does it look the same? Does it look like the Romanians? Yeah, so, sorry to get off sidetrack there. Kind of my ADHD brain. Like the ping pong effect. Well, you know, you can't just sit there and wait for an opportunity just to show up. You're just gonna fall in your lap and you just know what to do with it. You gotta go out there, you gotta go find the opportunity. You gotta go make the opportunity. I was getting a cut, okay? I was getting a cut. I tried a new place. Just take a chance. I'm just taking a chance. I say, you know what? I'm tired of spending my money on this whole place right there. Get my hopes all up. Get let down every time. It's like messing with all these women. You know? Anyways. So I get cut. And this guy, he owns a business. He's been doing for X amount of years and all that stuff. Chopping up with, I'm talking about chopping up. This dude wants to check something out in Africa and do some business related stuff out there in Africa that he got going on out there. And then again, still do like other stuff as well too. But it's very refreshing to kind of, you know, I went to a new spot to get my ears lowered, as they would say, right? I just started chopping up with somebody, you know. We started talking about you, started talking about me, started talking about him. Everybody doesn't want to just get up and go to work or like try hard, like, you know what I mean? They want to give up on their dreams, or, you know, there's a lot of money, a lot of time in the day. I know there's days that I don't sit there and do much, but I'll tell you what, I got a lot going on in my head. The moves I make, three times more moves, or times 10, you know, because I don't plot and plan. I just try to get it all worked out for the most part, you know. It's like the pregame. But anyways, we were talking about opportunity. Now people don't want to get up and take the opportunity, or they complain every day. They don't do nothing, or they think they know it all in one trade, like that they cap. And that's wild, bro. You can't ever cap it. You can't cap yourself in the industry, because industries are always changing every day. There's something new coming out. There's some new hot shot around the corner. There's something new that you want to check out. But you have to stay relevant, or you're going to become irrelevant. Okay. As I get older, all right, in my 30s, all right, my dirty 30s, all of my 30s right now, right, I figured out that I have to keep up with times. I gotta make sure I stay up with these times. I gotta make sure I stay up with my kids' times, and then I gotta figure out what time it is, you know, at the same time, and I gotta show someone what time it is. So we all want someone's clock. But yeah, you gotta keep up with the time. So, you know, you gotta know what's trending, you gotta know what's in, you gotta know what's out, you gotta know who's in, you gotta know who's out as well, you know. But you know, I got a son, and he's just too cool right now, you know. Like, he thinks he knows some things I don't know. Everybody acts like I don't know things. I know things. Exactly, I don't know things. So people be missing, man. They be thinking Dad don't know nothing, and don't tell Dad this. Dad knows things. You be acting funny, you be moving funny, you be acting funny, you know, saying funny things. We know what's up with you. So the only person you're fooling when you try to fool people is you're fooling yourself. Because if you gotta act a certain way around other people, then you're only fooling yourself. That means you're not a solid person to be you everywhere you go. You know, be you in all these different type of forms, professionalism, you know, family gatherings, you know, just different costumes, you know. But there's time and place. There's time and place for everything, all right? But being back in the States, I'm excited to kind of be on a little mission. I've been working, getting my butt kicked, and like I said, it has been nice. And I had a crash on some two wheels, you know, going around advertising on the two wheels and run some errands and stuff. And it's just real fast. I mean, I wasn't going anywhere. Oh! I wasn't going anywhere. You know? Boy walked away like a champ, though. Tell you what. Got the wind knocked out of me. Flew off my two wheels. Haven't even named it yet. jacked myself up a little bit. My stomach. I'll edit that out later. But arms, helmet, all that made contact. Did some sliding. Checked out my jacket today. I was gonna wear my jacket, to kind of, keep it that Miami vibe jacket. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, the jacket's not. It doesn't look. It looks a little sloppy now. Got like a strap right here that flops because the button's broken right there. When I slid on it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that's what's going on there. Can't wear that. But the boys all good. I knew it was gonna happen eventually. I'm kind of glad it happened the way it did a little bit. Now I kind of got the fear out. The fear of, how it's gonna feel, how am I gonna feel? Am I gonna die? And all that, And I'll tell you what, I got kids and stuff, right? I miss them. I want to come home to them and all that stuff. But not having a person waiting for me at home to miss me and love me and all that, whatever. It's kind of nice because when I got hurt, I could just get up and just keep on going. Like, it's not a big deal, No one's gonna care for me. I'm all right. You know what I mean? I just gotta walk it off. Can of corn. Just need a can of corn. I'll be good. A can of corn and walk it off. But yeah, I got up and walked it off. I told them no to the ambulance. I said, no, I don't need no ambulance. You keep that bill to yourself. I don't want no part of that. Trying to trap me with the bill. Call an Uber. If I can call me an Uber, I don't want your fucking ambulance. Nah, man. So anyways, yeah, it checked me out. Did some scans and shit on my torso. Should I have no internal bleeding or any of that nonsense. But two wheels aren't operable. I mean, that's functional, I guess, but I wouldn't be operating on the street. Not me, not me. It needs some adjustments made, some alterations. Gonna need some new installations, some removals and installations. So I'm about let somebody know. Need some fixings. But I'm all good. Still sore. So it's been over a week. It's been 8 days since the wreck. So they cut me off, failed to yield, and hesitated to go and decided to go last minute, so whatever. Bust out the tail light and the bumper, jacked me up, smashed my hand, slammed my head in the curb, flew off, tumbled, slid, the whole 9 yards, bruising on my leg, torso, neck's all jacked. You know what? Good thing is this. So check this out. I happen to go to my physical therapy for another issue, and I got deep tissue massage and all that. And I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for that deep tissue massage, your boy would have been like a stick. Like I would have been stiff. Okay, I would have been so stiff. I probably would have jacked myself up. I was nice and loose. I stayed relaxed. It was helped me out. Might have saved me, to tell the truth. I just remember, be like a drunk driver, like just be loose, relax, They roll up, right? They roll up. They say, oh, we gotta check your vitals, right? I said, nah, man, don't check my vitals. Check the bike's vitals, There's any fluid on the ground, the bike's fine. So I said, well, I'm fine. I don't feel nothing cold, wet. Nothing's hurting too bad. Just winded. Yeah. I was actually on my way and go see if I can run into somebody, right? It's probably a bad idea, but just miss some cute little faces, and I was on my way to run some errands, drop some things off, pay some things off, and might run into someone, I guess, surprise high. So, and I got on wreck. I was like, oh no, this is so embarrassing. What if they drive by? What if they drive by me and see me on the ground, like, you know, like in a wreck? Like, what? I haven't seen you for a while. What are you doing down there? What are you doing on the ground, man? You know, like, I need that type of attention. So, yeah. So I'm just gonna start filming my life a little bit more. Show you all the downs. There ain't no ups, alright? There ain't no ups. Might get up tonight, I don't know. Might giddy up, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna get me some foods. Definitely get me some foods. Don't really miss being back here, you know? Like, I just don't. I don't know, like, I feel like I look around and everything's just like go, just like, you know, maybe you know what it is. It's not here. It's the type of universe or like world you surround yourself in, I guess. We're all trapped in our own little world, and so when I got out of it and seen other worlds, it's like I want to continue changing my world or the people in my world, you know, to what just feels right. Not to what I want, but what just feels right. What's livable. What's gonna bring me joy. What's gonna make me proud to be part of. You know, have some type of you know, pride in things, and you know, be part of something bigger. And you know, do my part. You know, do a good deed. You know, X, Y, and Z. You know, it doesn't really matter. Just something. But I realize that's what's going on nowadays. I gotta make my own world. I gotta make my own peeps, my own places, my own networks, my own just galaxy. I don't want to play by these rules. I don't want to be part of all this nonsense, you know, like, you know, I respect everybody. I respect everybody in their lives and what they do, and you know, their fulfillments and stuff. But to tell you the truth, I thought I knew what I wanted to do, like maybe in school at some point in time, or I thought just. But as I get older and the more I do, the less I actually realize I don't really know what I'm doing, or never really did, or I feel like there's so much more to know and to try and to be part of and just be a good positive influence or participant in, and yeah, just some just like an experience, you know, like that's it. Clean fun, like I don't know what I'm searching for. I know what I like in my life. I know things like that. I know what type of person I am and all that, but I'm like really excited for new experiences and new places and new faces, just to see what other type of ingredients I can add to my life to enhance me. Hopefully I don't, you know, go back, but it's like, you know, I'm already back, like set it back, you know, step back kind of, you know, but not really, just looking for like just the right mixture, you know, like when you make some of the right flavors, make the right drinks, you know, just the right ingredients in my life, the right time, the right place, the right people, the right, you know, motivations, everything, the right recipe, man, I'm just on it, you know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna mix my eggs